Hi everyone, today's video tutorial I'm going to share with you how to create a laminated pocket-sized traveler's notebook. And I created another one here, and then this was using the clear acetate sheet that came with the Make Kit, but I also laminated it because I wanted it to be a little extra thick. So let me show you here. So basically I use the collection from the Planner Society Make Kit, and this is the beautiful charm that you get in the kit. And then when you open up this, elastic comes around, and then it folds out. And then there's 4 notebooks in here. And these are handmade notebooks, and I'll show you how to make these as well. So you got a clear pocket. Again, this is that Target adhesive pocket. And then I added one of the shakers. I also love to laminate the sticky notes when she makes these, the doll sticky notes. And then I added the flamingo die cut, which I also laminated. And this is the puffy sticker that came with the kit. And so here's the first notebook. Now I use the paper as the cover, and then the rest is just regular copy paper. Here's the second one using the vellum sheet. Really pretty. And then the third one is the super cute flamingo and palm trees. And then the fourth one, I added the card with some of the sticky note, because you do get a lot of the sticky note, so I just took some of it and placed it here. And then I added another pocket to the back with the other shaker. And then I laminate the die cuts to of the dolls. Okay, now you'll notice the direction of the cactus is obviously going that way because I needed the width to be 11 inches and the paper is 8.5 by 11. That's the reason why it's going that way. So if you use a 12 by 12 sheet, you won't have that problem. So it just wraps around again like so, and it makes a really cute pocket size traveler's notebook. Now I did one with the laminated sheet that came with the kit of these cute images of these dolls, and I wanted it to be extra thick, so I did laminate the acetate. And then here are the notebooks. I did the same thing. I haven't added my clear pockets yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to add one though. And I thought it was cute with the acetate. Okay, so let's go ahead and make one of these. Now what you're going to need is 5.5 in height. The height is 5.5, and I'll put the dimensions in the description box. And then the width is 11. Now again, these dimensions were based off of that 8.5 by 11 sheet from the kit. But this is pretty much the size of a pocket-sized traveler's notebook. So again, 5.5 by 11. And what I did was I did create a template using some poster board for the holes here. That way, rather than me having to start over and measure again, I can just layer this on top of the sheet and then just punch the holes. Okay, so that's an option you could do. So let's go ahead and score my score lines here. So I'm going to take my scoreboard, and this is the 11-inch side. You're going to score at 3.5. So score at 3.5, 3 7/8, 4 1/4, and 4 5/8. And then 8 1/8, 8 1/2, 8 7/8, and 9 1/4. Okay, so that's all you have to do there. Now I use this ticket punch from Stampin' Up. I love this ticket punch, so I'm just going to go ahead and punch those corners out. You can use any decorative corner punch if you like, or you could just use a corner rounder. And then now we're going to make the holes, okay? So you're just going to take your ruler, and it's basically, I base it, it's about 1/4 inch from the top. So let's get a pen. So all I do is I just take my ruler and I measure about 1/4 inch. So I line the 1/4 inch, and then I just eyeball it. So I just place a dot in the center. So let's see if I can get that close up. So you can see right here where I place the dot. I just placed it right in the center. And then I'm going to do that to all 3 of them. So I'm just going to line it to the second scored line and make my circle. Then line it up to the next scored line and make my circle. So you'll get something like this. It's hard to tell with this design paper, but you can see right there. Now I'm going to do the same to the opposite side. So I'm going to line it 1/4 inch and then make a dot in the center. Do that again. And then again, once you make the template, it's going to be so much easier, and you don't have to do this step right here. All you have to do is just take your template, place it right on top, and then just punch. That makes it a whole lot easier. Okay, so we'll just go and punch. And I'm using a Fiskars 1/8 circle punch. So you have a 1/8 circle punch, that's what I used. I'm going to do the other side. Okay, now we're going to make a hole right here on the flap, and this is basically 5 1/2, so half of 5 1/2 is 2 3/4, and I went ahead and made a pre-punched hole on my template, so I'm just going to follow that. So let's kind of follow that. Let me change my lighting, I think it's too bright. And that helped a little bit. Okay, it's just really sunny outside. Okay, so now that we got that, what you're going to do next is you're going to take your laminating sheet, and I use, hold on, I use the 8 1/2 by 11 laminating sheet. And again, I use my laminator. It's a Scotch laminator that I purchased at Target. And you can see it fits nicely in the laminating sheet. Now you're going to notice you're going to have all this extra space, and I usually don't like to waste that extra space, so I just laminate certain things that I want laminated. So for example, like this, I had this extra spare, so I just took the post-it notes and I laminated those. So I have these extra laminated dolls. So you can do that. So any of your die cuts you can add here that you want to laminate, or you know, whatever you want to laminate. Okay, now you're going to run this through your die cutting machine. Okay, and once you do that, you're going to get something like this. So I went ahead and did this one, and this is, I'd say it's another design paper. It's another design paper from the Planner Society. You guys can see that. And what you're going to do next is you're going to take your punch again, and you're going to punch those holes again. Okay, so you'll punch those holes, that and that. Okay, and then you'll get this. And then all I did was on this ticket punch, because the laminate's kind of thick, I just took the template like this, and then I just put it like really close to the edge, and then I just cut. And same with this side, I just cut. Okay, rather than using my punch, because this is such a small punch, and it gets caught if you punch it on this sheet. Alright, so now it's going to look like that. So it's kind of nice when you use double-sided paper, because you are going to see both sides. So let's go ahead and bind it. Now the binding is exactly like I did in my other video. So this is 2mm elastic cord that, again, that I purchased from Amazon. The brand is Doris, and it's about $8 to $9 for 72 yards, which is, I believe, amazing price. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the elastic cord. So again, you're going to start, this side's the front, and then this is the inside. So you're going to start at the bottom right, and then you're going to go to the top, and then you're going to go in the middle, go to the other middle at the bottom, and then you're going to go to the bottom, then back up, and then to the top, and then back into the middle. Okay, so it should look like that. So just take out the needle, and again, I don't like to waste any elastic cord, so I want it to be a little bit over the center. So this is the center, so I want it to hang out just a little bit because I have to tie a knot. So that's about good. So now I'm just going to pull the cord so I don't waste any. And you want to make sure you don't want it too tight, because again, you have to add those notebooks. Okay, I think that's good. Let's make this a little loose. So you can adjust it however you like. Okay, I think that's good. And then I'm going to take this end, I'm going to go over, again, this is the center, I'm going to go a little bit over the center, and then I'm going to cut. I'm going to take back that needle. And because the hole in the needle is not really that wide, I just take some washi tape. I need to get a needle that has a much wider hole. And then I just place it over the elastic, the end. This would give me a better grip when I run it through the needle. Just a little trick. Okay, just going to cut that. Okay, now we're going to run it back through the center, and then we're going to tie a knot. Okay, so let's go ahead and tie the knot. And again, you don't want to tie that too tight either. You could double knot it if you like, or you could triple knot it. It's totally up to you. Just going to double knot it. And I like to make the ends even, so I'm going to cut that. Okay, so there you go. There you got your 4 elastics to add your 4 notebooks. Okay, now we just have to add right here for the closure. And what I like to do is I like to close the book, or the notebook here, and then I just like to wrap it around to get an idea how much I need. I think that's about good. So I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot. And you can always adjust it till you get it to where you like it. Okay. think I might make it a little too tight, so let me just adjust it real quick. So I'm just going to unravel this real quick here. So I probably would recommend to put the notebooks in first and then do this. That way you get a better feel. Okay, now I'm just going to cut. Make sure the ends are even. Okay. Now you're going to take your elastic here and then just place it right through the hole. Okay. So I just pinch it. Okay, and there you go. And then you just wrap it around. There you go. So that's how you make it. Really quick and easy. It's super fun, and then you can add your notebooks. Now the measurements for the notebooks, I'm going to give you the measurements real quick. It's pretty basic how to make them. Just take this out. So the inserts here, the height is 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, and then you just fold in half, and then you got automatically your inserts. Okay, so again, 5 1/4, 7 1/4. All right, and there you go. Makes a cute little laminated traveler size pocket notebook that you can create just with your laminator and some really pretty design paper. So I hope you give it a try, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.